All right, new look teams, but the captains are going to stay the same for now. It's Bowser visiting Peach. And then we have, let's see. So, Hammer Bro, Green Dry Bones, Green Magic Koopa, Green Koopa. And we'll do the returning ones so these are the returning ones for strength, or the strongest. In addition, they got Blue Dry Bones, who hit that pivotal walk-off in the second game of the finals for the sole victory of the babies. Longest extra inning games in history, now plays for the winning team. In addition, we have Green Noki, who, if you'll allow me just a moment. Let's see. Green Noki played actually for the Sunshine Swatters last year. How about that? And then, of course, two new Miis coming in here. In the outfield, Koopette for the chemistry, of course, with Koopa. And then my friend Tyrus, who was a real baseball pitcher, so we were calling in the top guns for this. Meanwhile, I don't believe there are any Miis for Sunshine Swatters. So, the characters that remain on the Sunshine Swatters in their starting lineup, that would be, of course, the Mentor Toadsworth, Green Toad, Peach, of course, Purple Toad, and then Red Pianta and Yellow Pianta, that great Delfino wall. As for new players here, I believe all three of the starters that are new players are coming from the Atomic A's. So that is going to be Toadette, welcome to the squad, Red Noki, and Toad. What's up, G? Hi, Mark. You got, I believe, the next game up. So this is opening night. We're setting our lineups now. Oh, I almost forgot. So, as part of Season 2, each team can start up to one player per game. More on gentleman's agreement, less if either team does not have an all-star. Because of that, we have 2-star players in this match. It's going to be Hammer. They had to have won an award as well, or have a Mii that won an award that shares chemistry with them. So the all-stars are going to be Hammer Bro, who of course was an all-star last year, and Red Pianta, who of course was an all-star himself. As for positions, I'll set mine first simply because I know it a little bit better by now. I believe it is going to be that. And then, let's see. Peach going to start off on third base. Pitching, we are going to have Purple Toad starting off. Toadette's playing center field. Oh, wait. Is this... Let me make sure this is up to date. I feel like this might not be. No? It is? Okay. Red Pianta is going to be playing second. Yellow Pianta back at his natural position of shortstop. Noki's going to be behind the plate. Green Toad's going to be out there in right field. And we have Peach on third base, if all is correct here. Stalling, if you're in the chat, please say something. Otherwise, we're good. Pianta will returns. Great Delfino wall, baby. Purple Toad getting his start on the mound. I don't believe he had anything other than a couple sparse relief appearances. So this is going to be 2 starting pitchers looking to prove themselves. Let me set the lineups and we can talk a little bit more about them. So we have a front-loaded Monsters lineup. It goes Hammer Bro, Bowser, Blue Dry Bones, Koopa, Green Dry Bones. We then get into the Noki Sandwich, and then Green Magic Koopa at the very end, looping back around. That is an improvement chemistry-wise from last year for the defending champions, who now have perfect chemistry throughout their roster. Speaking of perfect chemistry throughout their roster and not needing any Miis to do it. Very impressive feat. It's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Toadette, Purple Toad, and the Piantas with their own Noki Sandwich. You then have Red Toad, Peach, Toadsworth, and we're finishing off with Green Toad. Here are our teams. If you want to take a second to admire, I'm going to take a sip of my coffee and we're going to get down to it because I'm so excited just to start. What's at stake here? Of course, SSS. one of the better teams last year, but could not get over that hump when it comes to defeating AAA, and that's what led to their defeat in the playoffs. But they were the only ones to not lose to the champions last year. Speaking of the champions last year, this would give them the win over the first team to have a win over every other team. So a little bit of bragging rights to start our season off here. It's the Monsters, Monarchs, strongest in Swatters. Now it's legitimate. If he does it again, okay. Bets anybody? Bets on if he does it again? If he hits, if it's very first pitch, I'll gift 5. If it's very first pitch, same left field as well. Right field doesn't count. All right. Strike 1. Well, you missed. I had to reset him. We just we had a leadoff home run for Hammer Bro. He might have it here again. Hits a right field, may I add. Looping down, though. Toadette only giving it an effort at the last second. Another leadoff home run for Hammer Bro. I say another, as if the first one was legitimate. He rights the wrongs of fate. He cannot be denied. Left field, right field, it doesn't matter. The spectator has a midnight snack waiting for him, and it's a baseball. 1-0 Monsters early here. Bowser now up to bat in the 2-hole. It's going to take a lot of getting used to. This is a team with a new identity with DK gone to favor Funky Kongs. Hold that thought. There's another deep ball, but Toadette and Green Toad under it this time in center field. Get the first out of the season. And that's got to feel good for a new starting pitcher, just to get one off your one out of the way, you know? You're starting it for reasons. Nice try, nice try. See, I saw Toadsworth where Red Toad is in the left field, and that's how I knew something was wrong. Fly out to left field. Item's not going to be in time. Pow block knocks Toad over, but he keeps possession of the baseball. 2 outs as Blue Dry Bones there flies out. It's Coop up to bat in the 4-hole. Real leader of this team. One of the few, I would say, pure, like, high chemistry, contact, speed hitters on this team. And he gets aboard with a 2-out single here into right. Blue Dry Bones. First pitching, curveball. Cuts inside on him. He chips it to the shortstop where Red Pianta is waiting. He'll be batting third this inning. Got to get out of an early hole. Monarchs down 1-0 going to the bottom of the first. Tyrus on the mound here. So over the offseason, I believe we found out that Mies have very, very good stamina when it comes to pitching. So I asked one of my friends that plays baseball in real life, or played baseball in real life, if he would pitch for me. And he said, as long as I don't use his body, quote, like a effigy or a piñata, I believe. So here's Tyrus. He gets his first out there with a nice play from Green Magic Koopa. Second at bat is to Purple Toad. Pitcher versus pitcher duel, and he gets a single into right field. Red Pianta now at the bat. 1 on. Change up in. Strike 1. Moves to the outside of the plate. Curveball. Sort of slices on him. Coopette over in right field gets out there. Coopette, of course, long-lost sister of Koopa. Playing out there in right field. Very athletic. Quick throw. Good arm. Red Noki up the bat now. What is a me if not an effigy? I mean, I think it's because the only harm being done typically... Oh, wait. Hold on. We have a throwdown here. No. Caught at second. Or not caught at second. Excuse me. Purple Toad considers going third as the item interference comes in handy on that single there, but stays at second. Now it's Noki with a clutch 2-out single of his own. Yellow Pianta up the bat, swinging. Strike 1. Pickoff throw to second, safe. These Toads have speed. They are steal risks. Yellow Pianta, slicer into right field. Koopa can't get there. She can't play around the table. That might be the tying run. Misses the attack as well. Now Noki coming in. Koopa with the buddy throw. Is it in time? Close play. Going to go to the runner. That's 2-1. They take the lead back in the bottom of the first. Great running from the catcher versus catcher. Red Noki strikes first here. Stage selection already coming in clutch. These tables getting in the way of this typically talented outfield for the strongest, but Coopette, maybe those big league nerves getting to her. Red Toad now up to bat. These 2-out rallies that this league is known for. And he's hitting a slicing shot to right field. That might be gone. It is! 2-run shot! No doubter off his bat. Koopa lost it in the sun, it looks like. Just never had a chance of getting over there. Toad front flips into home plate. It's 4-1 suddenly as Tyrus falls behind early. Fastball jams Peach, but the slow green Magikarp can't get there. Buddy attack, buddy throw, gets the out at first. What a defensive play in right field from Coupette. Avoids the bomb, gets the ball to the closer green Magikarp, who throws Peach out from second. Tyrus is upset at his performance. 4 runs in his first half inning. Not what you want to see, but his team has a chance here as he's first up to bat in top of the second. Tyrus jammed, but he has a good item. Fireballs do interfere. Toad's running over to try and clean up after him, but no, it's an error-induced base hit. Hi, everybody. Welcome, everybody who's joining now. We've already had some drama. It's only top of the second. My beloved Monsters, defending champions, down 3 runs already. New acquisition, Green Noki, though, sneaks one up through the center of the infield. Now 2 runners on, none out. And one who ended last inning defensively has a chance to get stuff started offensively this inning. It's Coupette. Coupette takes strike on the outside of the plate. Moves in now as Toad moves to the center. Follows the curve. Pow block going to mess with the entire left side of the infield. They're going to get the tag out at second on Green Noki, but Tyrus is just going to retreat to second himself. Only get 1 out there thanks to the pow block, probably. But lead runners down, and now Green Magikarp hitting with runners on first and second, just 1 out. Charging up, strike 1. Chip shot on the ground, but scooped up by Red Pianta. The double play ends the inning. Tyrus just 90 feet away from home. No runs scored, top of the second. Toadsworth, Green Toad, then top of the order Toadette coming back up. Not a great bottom of the first. Let's see if Tyrus can do a little bit better here. Bottom of the second. Toadsworth skies one over Hammerbro. Hammerbro, of course, MVP here. Very good fielder, I would say, laterally, but doesn't have the height that these Piantas especially have, or that characters like Critter do. Now one up the middle, and we've talked about Green Coop. Oh, hold on a second here. We'll talk about that speed in a second, as Toadsworth able to take third off that. Runners in the corner, none out, thanks to the Boo item. So Green Magikarp, a great fielder, but very slow. Maybe has a gap there in the center of the infield. Not the strongest arm. Typically doesn't matter when throwing to first, but might have to throw one home here. Curveball outside, swinging strike 2. Tyrus looks to jam inside of the plate. Toadette into center field for a single. Carnage continues, now down 4 runs as Toadette tags from, or Toadsworth, excuse me, tags from third on the Toadette single. Tyrus still standing strong in there, but he's allowed 5. You can't think that his time may be short here on the mound. He needs to get out of at least this inning. Won't do it on this pitch. As Purple Toad gets aboard, and probably worst case scenario for this team, it's Red Pianta, star player. Chemistry with everybody on board. He'll have a chance to hit this one hard, and he will. That's more runs scoring. Only 1 as Toadette is held at third, but 6 runs scored now. Tyrus looking tired. That's probably his day, and it is. Can't find an out in the bottom of this area, in the bottom of the second. Bowser now on the mound. Bowser, I believe, highest stamina in the game, so he can go the long haul. There is a pitcher behind him in Green Magikarp, but not ideal, of course. Digs into his bag of star pitches on this first at-bat. 0-2 count, goes to the bullet bill, gets the first strikeout of the season. Base is still loaded now for Yellow Pianta. Goes to a star pitch again, start the count ahead. Fastball inside of the plate. Star swing. Drifts foul at the last second. Might have been a home run. And he goes to the start pitch again. That's 2 quick outs without allowing a run to score. Bowser has been elite. Not enough, though. Toad had the home run earlier. He has a hit here. Koopa, throw. Tries to go directly home, not the play. Does not have the arm strength. They know it on the base path. 2 runs score off that single, and 2 runners stay on for Peach. Monsters now down 7 runs. Bottom of the second. These start pitches, Bowser's doing a great job at getting his outs, but they do exhaust him faster. You have to worry about if he's trying to go this full distance, when and how he uses them. Only 2 score on Bowser, both unearned, but another 4 score in the bottom of the second. Top of the order's due up, and they have to get to work fast here. Hammer Bro had the home run earlier. Swings for contact, gets a board up the middle. Toadette's going to field that one. Take a bomb for her efforts. Bowser now up to bat. Charges up. Watches the curveball cut inside. Strike one. Curveball again. Bowser takes it for everything it's got to the deepest part of the ballpark. That might be catchable. Looks like it's drifting just at the right moment for Toadette to buddy jump up with the assistance of Green Toad. Hamburger forced to tag it first. 1 out. See, I'll say home run hitters in this game, very strong, of course, but very feast or famine, and especially depending on ballpark and outfield. If you have somebody that hits line drives home runs, they probably won't hit home runs as often, but they're much less likely to get caught. Bowser, almost every ball that he hits hard has home run trajectory, but they're, I don't want to say easy to field, but fieldable. Speaking of home run trajectory, slicing down the third base line, not going to be fair. Blue Drybones now looking to hit for contact, it seems, as he chops one into right field and into the glove of Green Toad. 2 outs. Do you still need a reset, Stalling? Koopa takes strike 1 on the inside of the plate. Strike 2 on the outside. Centers himself. Readies for strike 3. Out to second base. Purple Toad allowed the 1 home run. Since then, been perfect. 3 runs, 1 inning, or 3 innings, 1 run. Let's see if they score 4 for the 3rd consecutive inning. As they batted around, I think twice now. Bowser starts the inning on the mound. Fastball inside of the plate. Toadsworth now charging up. Catches the fastball on the outside, and he drives it with some power to right field. Deep enough that it should be fielded no problem. Coupette's going to get her welcome to the big leagues moment with that error item. Not going to force the error, though. Green Toad up, 1 out. Strike 1. Bowser digging into these star pitches. Curveball, odd from Bowser, and it's not going to work out for him here. Gets into right field. Coupette's able to scoop it up before it gets to the wall. These Toads can run on you. You cannot let these little bloopers drop in front, you know? Hammer Bro not going to be able to take this one away from the center of the infield. That's another base hit. This is the dangerous part of the line up the top of it. Purple Toad behind her. Charging up. He wants a home run of his own. Swinging strike 1. Now bunting, but well foul. Also run over by that Koopa shell. Let's see if that impacts his swing at all. It does! Nice play from Green Magic Koopa. Goes to second to get the tag up. That's a... Oh, it's been a while. 4-6 double play on the catch and tag. Gets them out of the inning. No more runs score. Maybe a day late, dollar short for the Monsters, but a lot of baseball left to play. 4 half innings here for the Monsters to get it done. Green Drybones up next. Now, what I've noticed is that any time, especially in the league last year, that you had a power hitting lineup, when they were playing well, it wasn't really a power hitting part that was doing well. It was the small ball part that was coming through. As Green Drybone's probably going to fly out, yes, to Toadette here, deep center. So you want to see your contact hitters and your low probability players get on base and make big plays to set up for your MVPs to do MVP things. But, you know, it doesn't seem like anybody's able to get a hit right now as Purple Toad gets ahead in the count again. 0-2 versus Tyrus. Swinging strike 3, just down the middle, off-speed pitch. Purple Toad gets his first strikeout. He's having a hell of a game now. Green Noki now 2 outs, charges up, takes strike 1 inside. Charges up again. Good contact. Toadette gets there just in time, though. Very speedy player in center field. Noki had the chance to maybe get to second if that one landed. I didn't think it was going to get caught, but Monsters go 1-2-3 again. You just can't do that when you're down this many runs. Bowser now right back out there to pitch, opening up the at-bat with a bullet bill, getting ahead in the count again. He has all these star pitches to work with. It's just, they have to be exhausting him. Oh, and it might not even matter. Hangs a fastball on the outside of the plate. That one's flying over Coupette's head. Stays in the park. Just a long, dangerous single for Red Pianta. Red Noki now up to bat after him. Yellow Pianta on deck. Red Noki takes 2 consecutive bullet bills. Might see another here from Bowser, but that would leave him without the chance to use them against... No, he goes to the fastball, and Noki's going to make him pay. Drops that one into left field for a base hit. He invests the 2-star pitch. Can't find the third out, and it's impacting him. Oh, this is bad news for the Monsters. Going to their third pitcher. He's a good one, but notoriously not great stamina. And with 2 inherited runners, has to dig into the star pitch bag early. That one's hit hard, and it's hit well. Green Drybones now not getting on his horse. They get up just in time. Koopa forcing the tag from Red Pianta. They don't have him at second. Hammerbro just decides to hold him. The latest jump I've ever seen. They didn't even have time They didn't even have time to go into slow-mo there. And now the bunt perfectly down the right field line. Just foul, though. Now gonna have to swing with 2 strikes. Over the heads of the shortstop, that high bat loft. Gonna load the bases again. I mean, this is the moneymaker, you know. Peach did not have the best offensive year last year. It would be huge for her. It would also be huge to get the double play here from Green Magic Koopa. Flies out to the captain, Bowser at second. 2 consecutive scoreless innings. They're gonna need a lot more of that if they wanna try and close this gap. Let's start to see some offense, though. 8-9 one-hitters coming up. Coupette skies one to left field on the second pitch. Gonna have an attempt to stop it here. Toadette gets up there. Great defense from this Monarchs outfield so far this game. Good piece of hitting from Coupette. Maybe if it was slicing a little bit more or if it stayed more center. But when you hit those ones in between, it just, for 2 speedy outfielders like Toad and Toadette, hard not for them to get a chance to jump up for it. 1 out, Magic Koopa can set up here for the top of the order. So like we were saying, we'd love to see some small ball here. Chops at it over the head of Red Pianta at shortstop. In for a base hit, 1 out. Huge, huge, huge chance here for Hammerbro now. He sends one to the gap in right field. Green Magic Koopa got a good jump on it. Not a fast runner. Power block might even let him score. Toadette, not a great arm, but respects it. Runners on the corners. Long single. Green Magic Koopa takes 2 bags off it. Bowser hits one on a hard, high velocity to left field. No chance at that one. 3-run shot. 4 runs separate these teams. The captain's off the mound, but he's trying to send his opponent packing. Fly balls into right field now into left. 2 home runs on the day for this Monsters squad. They got a hell of a lot more to do, but they've made some progress here. Peach now taking the mound. Blue Drybones at bat. 1 out, none on after that home run. 4-8 the score. Chip shot into left field. The Boo's going to let it roll. He doesn't have the best wheels, but he's going to get the second on this. Toadette doesn't have the arm to get it in all the way. All right. Big high leverage moment for Koopa. Again, not the best offensive player last year. Charging up for this one. Star pitch from Peach, strike 1. If he could just come through here, they would get a chance at Green Drybones, who has the power, has the speed. Chip shot. They're not... Close play at third. They go to third, but it's Blue Drybones reassembling himself on the bag. What a gentleman. Didn't want to plow into Purple Toad there, but ensures his team gets aboard. Now Green Drybones, chip shot, past the shortstop, 1-run scoring, error item misses in left field, 5-8 timed run at the plate. Man, oh man, oh man. Tyrus let up the early 4 runs that put them into this hole. And he has a chance to score some and get them out of it. He's going to get to second. Green Drybones is thinking home. Tyrus is thinking 3. Triple for Tyrus, 7-8. The tying run 90 feet away. 2 RBI triple. Oh man, if this isn't what you want for the first game of the season. Peach already tired out there, and it went from a defensive battle to an offensive slugfest in the span of seconds. Green Noki, another new addition. Tying RBI. Strike one. Noki versus an exhausted Peach. Not going to sneak that one by second base. Nice play from Yellow Pianta. Gets the out at first, holds the runner at third, and now it's Coupette. They're stealing home. They're looking for the squeeze. Red Noki has a lot of speed. Unable to run down Tyrus there. They might look to squeeze again. You know they like to. The bunt's laid down perfectly. The power block might allow it, but they still have to get the runner to first. Maybe if the power block was placed just a bit closer to home. But an unfortunate item draw sends the Monsters packing from the top of the fifth without scoring a seventh run, down just one run now, as both teams are into the dregs of their bullpen. Green Magikoopa now. 3 half innings he has to survive here. Ball one. Toadsworth lines out to a diving Bowser, who's been playing some great second base. Green Toad now up to bat. Green Magikoopa. Some off-season murmurs between these two. High fly ball. Koopa's going to settle under it. There are some items being thrown. The attack clears the table maybe strategically for future plays. You know that got in the way earlier during that big inning back in the first. Toadette now hard hit, but Tyrus leaps at first base, and it's 1-2-3. He's a killer out there, Green Magikoopa. He might have to be a killer out there offensively. They batted around last inning. 1 run for the tie, 2 for the lead. The first win versus a heated division rival. There's been trash talk. Takes strike one, allows Peach to exhaust some of her star pitches. She goes to the curving fastball, strike 2. Peach. Change up. Sits on the off speed. Diving catch from the shortstop, Red Pianta. First out. Hammer Bro up, and they know he's a star player. They know he's on. Vegas is giving him, I believe, 4th best MVP odds. So they go to an off-speed pitcher, Toadsworth. He goes to the star pitch. Hammer Bro waits for it. He read the pitching report. His first home run opened the scoring. His second one ties it. Solo shot, 1 out, home run. This game's tied. He brings the hammer down. 8-8. And they're sending souvenirs to the octopi. Bowser, rare ground out after such a moment of elation. Grounds out to second. Now Blue Dry Bones, 2 outs. Charges up, waits on this changeup, watches it go by. Star pitch. Oh, he sat on it. They have something on Toadsworth here. Chip shot into right field. That's gonna exhaust Toadsworth already and bring up Koopa, who has a chance to be the hero again. Change up. Jumps on the first pitch. Doesn't get it by the shortstop. Red Pianta tosses it over to second. Yellow Pianta's gloves waiting. This game's tied. Monarchs haven't scored since the second. 4 runs in each of the first 2 innings. They have their 2-3-4 hitters up. If they could chase Green Magikoopa off the mound, they would get a chance at messed up outfield chemistry. Sliding catch from the first baseman to avoid the Green Koopa shell. Tyrus now with a bit of exceptional defense himself in the outfield, or in the infield over there. Change up from Green Magikoopa, hit into right field. That one might be in for extra bases. Missed attack from Green Dry Bones, but Koopa's there to back him up. Just a single. Red Noki takes ball 1 on the outside. A couple balls here from these curveball pitchers, just missing their marks. Now hangs one over the center of the plate. Red Noki's going to make him pay. It's unfair, but Koopa has the throw to second. The tag out on the lead runner. Red Pianta just did not get the good enough of a jump to or did not get good enough of a jump to outrun that one. Ball on the outside. He just doesn't want to give him any pitch that he can make good contact on. Sending this one over the wall would be bad. Sending it into center field isn't much better, but he'll take it. The speedy Red Noki is able to outrun the throw this time. Runners on first and second, just one out. Go-ahead RBI chance for the sole home run hitter for the Monarchs tonight. Red Toad. He sent one to right field earlier. Watches strike one this time. Curveball. Cutting outside. Swinging. Strike two. Toad backs off the plate. Catches the curveball. It's into center field. That's going to load the bases. Red Noki's thinking. No, Red Noki waits. Wanted it all. Wanted to be the hero. Instead, she'll load the bases for her captain. 2 outs, bases loaded. Peach up to bat. Jumps on the first pitch. They don't have it. This game's back. Unevened. Peach hits a chop shot up the middle. That's good enough to score the very quick Red Noki from third. Great play tonight from Red Noki. Also exhausts Green Magic Koopa. 8-9, bases stay loaded for Toadsworth. Ball one. Charges up, gets good contact. Hammerbrook can't come down with it. That's a disaster. Out into the outfield. It's 8-10, 8-11. Peach wants it all, but it's a buddy throw coming in. Bowser has the rundown at the plate, and the defense of Green Noki ends the inning before it can get worse. The greed from Peach, 2 runs wasn't enough. She tries to score all the way from first, but the relay of Koopa to Green Drybones to Bowser to Green Noki gets the out in the rundown. 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th, and now Bowser Monsters need 3 to tie it up in the top of the 7th or start the season on a loss. Toadsworth exhausted, however. Change up, strike one. Chop shot, gonna land in center field for a base hit. Green Drybones aboard. Tyrus up next. Tyrus had the tying triple. Or no, sorry. All but tying triple. He had the tying run. They bring in Yellow Pianta, so infield defense takes a hit, but these guys can hurl, let me tell you. Not going to get the out here, though, as Tyrus sneaks a single by the remaining half of the Great Delfino Wall. 2 runners aboard. Green Noki now represents the tying run at the plate. Still a lot of outs. Still a lot of baseball left to be played. Green Noki takes strike one. Sits on the changeup up the middle. It's double play from Red Pianta. So an unfortunate result, but just good slide. So 2 outs, down 3. Coopette needs a hit here. Up the middle, she'll get it. Just down 2 now. 9-11. Well, 11-9, excuse me, the score. Flashing 9-11 on the screen like that was jarring. Green Magic Koopa. Tying run at the plate. Also represents the final out, potentially. Toadsworth does it himself from second base. Ends the hopes of the Monsters. If they had got him past Green Magic Koopa, maybe Hammerbro had some magic left in him. Instead, 3-0 goes the rivalry, opening the season series on a win. The Sunshine Swatters get one over the Monsters, 11-9. Let's see who our MVP is. It might be Toad with that home run, the pivotal RBIs to uneven the game at the very end. Hammerbro had himself a game, wasn't enough. The departure of DK may be sorely felt as Monsters pitching give up 8 runs in the first 2 innings. Almost bring it back. Late rally from the Monarchs give them first win of season 2. Only one can win here. Opening day here on the boat. One last quick bite of food before I'm doomed to talk for the next 30 minutes. Honor to be here. Tip your waiters. Hammer Bro jumping on the first pitch. Already a home run trajectory. Table gets in the way. Is that already gone? Leadoff home run. Very first pitch. As if cursed by the fact that I had to shove food down my mouth. Of course. Hammer Bro, star player for the Monsters, absolutely jumps on the first pitch, sends it to the far left field wall. Toadette and... wait. We might have to restart. I'm sorry, everybody. I believe I see a problem in the field. Is that Toadsworth in the far left? I can't abide by that. How unfortunate. How unfortunate. I wish. I wish. I'll be quick. I was like, why is he moving so slow? And then I realized it was Toadworth, and I don't believe he's supposed to be in left field. It's supposed to be Red Toad. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, we keep our crosshairs up. Alright, let's see how fast I can do this. Gives more time for people to get here. Hammer Bro wants that one back so bad. You have no idea. Down there. Bam. Bam, bam. This is correct now. Because Peach is supposed to be third base. He's supposed to be first base, I think. Yeah, I saw him in left field. That was not correct. That would have been immediately... I'm so glad we caught it early. I feel like a dunce, of course. But, you know, a little excitement. I'm wise to their ways. You get one run back, Stalling. We're coming for you. That was batting practice. That's going to be Toda, Toadsworth, Noki, Sandwich. Both players starred. And then it goes Red, Peach, Toad. Cool. Bam.